Yeah, thanks, Kara, for the introduction. As she said, my name is Erich Meyer. I'm happy to be your presenter today. The topic is mainly about systems engineering processes, and I just brought up some typical characteristics of the system engineering processes as they are today. First of all, the first thing that we will notice when we start working with when thinking about processes of building complex systems, just like airplanes and vehicles and trains and signaling systems and banking systems and so on. The first thing, this is really complex. So we're talking about putting together pieces of multiple devices that contain electronics, that contains large quantities of software, that are often distributed, that are often designed and engineered in a distributed manner. So it's a really complex problem. There's no easy way of creating distributed systems. So this is one thing, and complexity in itself cannot be reduced. If it would be just complicated, we can just reduce the complications and take them out. But with complexity, it's a little different. We can't reduce it. We just have to accept it and manage it. So that's one of the first things. There is no easy way of doing systems engineering process. We just have to find build tools that make it easier to manage the complexity. The second thing, and if you go into your engineering management room and look at the walls, they are often, way too often enough, they are covered with process charts and big graphics showing flows, and most of the time those graphics show how it should have been done or how it should be done, but most of the time these processes are just designed to be hanging on the wall and just exist in theory and not in practice. And the third characteristic of today's systems engineering processes are that designing an innovative system is a creative process. It doesn't mean that it's totally uncontrolled. It doesn't mean that everybody involved should just be as creative as they could be and try to work together in some ad hoc manner. But it says that we have to design the processes in a way that we do not just guide people or enforce the process on the people. We have to have a degree of freedom, or the specific degrees of freedom in our processes that allow our engineers and our product creators to still work creatively, but collaborate in an agile manner. So that doesn't mean that we don't have any process at all. We just need the right level of process. And rethinking all these three bullets, that this is complex. Often enough, it just exists in theory, and it needs to be creative. We're talking about people. We're talking about processes for people. It's not that we do systems engineering in a big workflow that we just have to check off the tasks, and then at the end of the day there's a wonderful new innovative airplane or car or whatever device we'd like to create. It's a process that needs to be controlled, but not overly controlled, because it's executed by human beings, by very well-educated and and intelligent people. And they need to be able to manage the complexity and put a pragmatic, practical process in place. And this is what we're talking about. And this is what we built for that purpose.